Good morning and welcome. Patriot Radio News Hour. Joe and Jason on this Thursday. Man, I hope it finds you well out there. Lots of things happening. Yesterday, right? We almost thought we were going to get a new head of the Fed, and then maybe not. And then today, one of the front runners for replacing Jay Powell had a lot to say. Is there going to be a regime change at the Federal Reserve and the Treasury Department? Is something afoot? Probably. Why? Because they're going to have to. I'm going to say it as simply as I can. I don't care what you do. I don't. If you want to protect what you've already earned, not all of it. It's not what we're saying. But enough of it that when the bubble breaks, and it's going to break, they're getting ready for it to break, right? You understand what it is that they're doing. They're getting ready. And listen, it's a good thing, right? I mean, let's not sugarcoat it. It's a good thing. They should get ready. See, the problem is they just don't want us to know that we need to get ready. I'm telling you, get ready. Gold and silver are going to go considerably higher. You're like, well, Joe, you don't know that. Yeah, I do. I do know that. How do I know? Right? Did Donald Trump call me? No. Did the good Lord himself call me on my phone? No, he didn't. That'd be pretty cool. Hey, it's God. Hey, God, how are you? No. But I do think, listen, I'll be honest with you. I do think he has been guiding me on this the whole time to help people that want to be prepared, get prepared. I believe that. And I think what we're doing is just that. And it's interesting that even though they have done this over and over and over again, people still don't get it. They just don't get it. They put too much trust in things that are hard because they're hard. Listen, is it hard to take a chunk of money? And for everybody, a chunk of money is different, right? For somebody, it's $1,000. It could be $500. For another person, it could be $500,000 and everything in between, $1 million. And say, you know what? I'm going to buy some gold today. I'm going to buy some silver today. I guess that's hard. It's hard. You know, one of the great things about us, right? We've been in business. That's over 30 years in business. We're not going anywhere, right? Think about everything that Patriot has been through, right? We've been through NAFTA and GATT. We've been through the Y2K. We've been through 9/11. We've been through a housing crash, a financial crisis, right? We've gotten wars, right? Whether it's the Iraq War, the Afghan War, with this nonsense that we're doing today. We've seen just about everything. We've seen high rates. We've seen low rates. We see rates at zero. Quantitative easy, quantitative tightening, all kinds of exotic products. the way, hey, I want you guys to know this. We need more exotic products. We do. A lot of them, they're coming. They're coming. And we know the crash will come. Listen, here's the thing. We're closing and we're going to almost be 1 year done with Trump. Whether you like him or hate him, I don't care. Here's the great thing. Gold and silver aren't political. Doesn't matter if you're a conservative, a liberal, a libertarian, a communist, a fascist, right? I don't know any other one of these things. Anybody can buy it. Anybody can sell it. And I'll just say that it's hard because it's sad that as and it makes sense, right? As the risks get bigger, look at it this way: when you're going to Vegas, right, and you get on a little hot streak, and your bets become bigger, right? It's more exciting, isn't it? Right, you're at the craps table, and next thing you know, you got $500, $1,000 sitting on one roll of the dice. It's exciting. Until it comes up some crap, and then it sucks. We'll be back after the break. 800-951-0592. That is the number here at Patriot for you to buy your gold and silver. Your text it as well. We'll talk about that a little later. allamericangold.com is the website. We're talking about the casino. Right? Let's talk about that a little bit. Let's take a look at the market. Right now, the Dow's up 60. The Nasdaq's up 20. The Nasdaq's up 140. The S&P's up 20. The 10-year note at 444, 445. Not really doing much. Oil's up a little bit. Gold has been on a wild ride, especially since yesterday when they thought they were going to fire Jay Powell any second. But right now, gold's down $12, 33.35. What I love is I went back, looked at 3,300, said no thanks. No thanks. Here we go. Right back up. Get ready there. Silver. Oh, I will say this. I've got a great silver special today, and I highly suggest you get some. Almost all the silver has now been leased. Yeah. This is going to be a problem. This is the type of thing, Jason keeps talking about it. I keep trying to put a lid on it. This is what happens when all of a sudden you wake up one day, silver hits 40, and then literally in the next day or two later, it's 50. It is very, very tight in the silver market right now. And it's looking like it's going to have that slingshot move Jason's been warning about. So be ready. I got something for you to get you ready for that in the next segment. But before the break, I was talking about the casino. It's exciting, right? I mean, it's one thing, when you're playing, the dollar slots or the quarter slots. I was going to say penny slots. I don't even know if they have those anymore. But I'm talking about, maybe you're at the blackjack table, the craps table. You start winning a little bit. Next thing you know, that $25 bet's $50, $50 bet's $100, right? So on. So when you're right, you're getting excited, and the chips, they're starting to stack up. And we've got that right now. Listen, the chips have been stacking up. Well, that's not why I look at Wall Street's done good. It has. Granted, on on ridiculous amounts of spending, right, that are going to lead to financial ruin. But who cares why, right? Who cares? It's like we talked valuations last week. 30 and rising. Unheard of. That's like the roulette wheel, right? It's come up red 10 times in a row, and you're like, oh my gosh, right? Yeah, well, pretty soon black's coming, right? What is gold and silver? You know what gold and silver is? Do you guys do this? You get a little bit of a win streak, and you just take some of your winnings and hand the chips to your wife? Or maybe you put some in your pocket, right? So you're like, hey, I'm not losing this, right? No. I made some money here, and I'm going to make sure I walk out of here and win it. Because you know what happens? Eventually, you lose it all. That's what gold and silver is. Gold and silver is you're taking some of those winnings off the table. And right now, the table's been red hot. But guess what? 7's coming. Black's coming. Whatever gambling, the bust is coming. Make sure you have taken some of those winnings and put it in your pocket. Because that's what gold and silver are. And let me tell you why. Kevin Warsh, I would say him, Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, and maybe Hazard. I think he's like the economic advisor. Right? Those are probably the top 3 guys in the running at the Fed. And there may be one other. But he was on TV today. Deeper than just getting rid of Jay Powell. The credibility deficit lies with the incumbents that are at the Fed, in my view. Now, this guy was on the Fed before. Apparently he was okay with it then. He's not okay with it now. There's hesitancy to cut rates. I think it's actually quite a mark against them. The specter of the miss they made on inflation. So remember when inflation was really roaring, right? He's saying, this is just as big of a mistake. It has stuck with them. So one of the reasons why the president is right to be pushing the Fed publicly is we need regime change, right? So that means get rid of Jay Powell, and we need a change in the conduct of policy. What is he talking about? What type of change in policy? According to Kevin Warsh, we need a new Treasury Fed Accord, like we did in 1951, after another period where we built up the nation's debt. Now, that's kind of a little misnomer, right? They had World War II. And all of that debt that, when he said that was still World War II stuff. This is the state of things. We need a new accord. The Fed chair and the Treasury Secretary can describe to markets plainly what the objective for the size of the Fed's balance sheet. Uh-oh. What's he talking about? I mean, Jason, we're still doing a tiny little bit of quantitative tightening. Why is Kevin Warsh, one of the front runners for the replacing Jay Powell, all of a sudden saying, oh, well, we got to get together with the Treasury because we gotta describe to the markets very plainly, very deliberately, that we're going to blow the crap out of the size of the Fed's balance sheet. I mean, come on, that's essentially what he's saying.
Yeah, there's some interesting stuff going down. The timing of what's in the news. There's going to be a lot of spending. That spending is the big beautiful bill. Wondering if the Epstein, I've been seeing some stuff about the Epstein thing that, they didn't have to say this last week, oh, we're closing it. Why didn't they do that next month? There was no need to say that they were closing it out last. Why? Why so close to the big beautiful bill being passed? Now the Epstein stuff. Remember, Trump can be a bad guy from here to the end of 2028. He's not running for election anymore. He's making it very clear he doesn't care how people view him now. And I saw Thomas Massey talking about what was in that bill to give cryptos the ability to do things that no other companies can do. Literally put data centers anywhere they want, whenever they want. One of the other, I forget the other lady that voted against Trump's big beautiful bill. She's like, look, central bank digital currencies are in this. I didn't want this to go through because the Genius Act is paving the way for central bank digital currencies. Uh-oh. But now all we're worried about is Trump is a fiend because he ain't going to help victims of child sex abuse, whether he did it or not. He shouldn't be blocking this. That's everyone's screaming and hollering. You got all the Republican influencers just going nuts. And Joe, I wonder if it has to, once again, economics being covered up right now, Joe.
The devil's in the details. What a great distraction.
Huge distraction.
What a great distraction, right? It's crypto week. Listen, we got you covered here. We've got you covered on gold and silver. We got you covered on the crypto. What are you guys doing? Wake up. Listen to the rest of what Warsh said. The Fed has the balance sheet. The Fed has the balance of the balance sheet wrong. Oh, geez, what do you think? I know. Oh, it's way too big. That's what he's saying. Right? Up? No. Wrong. It's not nearly big enough. Guys, this is the easiest call that I've made in the 22 years I've been doing this. They literally are telling you right now, we're going to cut rates and blow up the balance sheet.
Cocaine high for everybody.
Cut rates, blow up the balance sheet.
With a huge hangover on the back end. Right? Someone's taking a whole bottle of vodka down all at once and having the time of their lives for a couple hours, and then there's going to be an extremely bad headache the next day, which is next year, right?
I'm again, I don't care. Listen, it could last 2 years. It could.
It could.
It's a lot. Listen, it's a lot of spending.
I'm suspicious.
How about this?
I'm suspicious about the midterms. We need to turn it back to Democrats so that we can fool everybody that there's this back and forth thing, and that gives us till November next year, Joe. If Epstein ain't going to get us all the way to next year for distractions, they'll have to come up with other ones. So, a market crash would do well.
Yeah. Do you know how much risk you're going to need? The Trump administration knows. They're getting ready to sign another executive order. Why not, right? This one, here's what's crazy. They're talking about your retirement accounts. See, the problem with these retirement accounts is, the returns just aren't good enough. Right? They're just not good enough. Because everything's going to cost huge amounts more. According to the Wall Street Journal, the Labor Department and the SEC are developing a regulatory guidance for employers and plan administrators to include private assets in 401k plans. Private assets in 401k plans. What could they possibly be talking about? Well, how about things like private equity, venture capital, hedge funds? You know, stuff that's not publicly traded. Why? Because it's stupid risky. We're back here. Joe and Jason, Patriot Radio News Hour. And I told you I have a big opportunity in gold and in silver. $10 liberties. Remember, we ran them yesterday. We got really in the weeds yesterday. We're talking about the big meeting for Texas that we had, and we had the huge spike when they thought they were going to fire Jay Powell. The funny thing is I think they might. I do. I actually think they're going to now. Just not yet.
As soon as you mentioned it, it's like, you know what? That makes all the sense in the world.
I think they're going to now.
I think they're going to do it also.
But here's the thing. I got $10 liberties on sale for less today, and it's even a better deal. One through 9, $1,750, right? 10 or more, $1,740. 20 or more, $1,735. By the way, all of those are cheaper than a $20 gold piece right now. $20 gold piece, $35.25, still a great price. So let me go again. $10 liberties, 1 through 9, $1,750. 10 or more, $1,740. 20 or more, $1,735. I mean, you're talking about premiums so low. It's incredible. It's a great opportunity. Then on silver, listen, let me just talk silver for just a minute. The amount of silver that is being lent out. Now, why do people lend out silver? Well, because they make money lending it out, right? Well, who would pay money to rent or borrow somebody else's silver? And why would they do such a thing? It's simple. This is how they're trying desperately to keep the paper price of silver down. This is very, very common. Okay, so this happens all the time. People get upset. Oh, see, they're manipulating the price. I don't know. This is just what they do, right? They've been doing it for the 22 years I've been in this business. They do it. But now, the lease rates are as high as they've been as far as, listen to this. Some places are like, you want to lease my silver? I want 20%. Yeah. Right? Credit card type lease rate. JP Morgan, you want to borrow some of my silver? How about 20%? Essentially, nobody wants to lend their silver out And now it's getting to the point where they're better off covering their shorts, taking losses, than having to lease out silver at 6, 8, 10, 20%. We've seen this happen multiple times. This is why you end up with what we'll call these power moves, where all of a sudden, forget about, we've seen silver go up $1, $1.50. That's pretty common now. Up and down $1. Common now. No. I'm not talking about $1. We're setting up to see silver do something like, 20% in less than 48 hours types of moves. This is where the potential is right now. There's not enough of it. They can't mine it fast enough. They've been in this is year 3 of supply deficits, and there's just not enough to go around. Today, and today only, I've got 100 rolls. I wish I had more. I don't. I've got 100 rolls of silver quarters. I bought 50 of them yesterday, and I had some laying around. They're $275 a roll. You know where a roll of silver quarters right now? $300. And here's the thing: silver was down when I did this. Silver's back to $38. Jump on this. I'll tell you what, I'll give you one last incentive. Okay? At $275, Jason, I'm struggling doing my math here.
Okay.
So bear with me.
Yeah,
that's $38.46. Okay? $38.46. Silver is right now $37.94. If you buy 10 rolls, I'll do them at $270. I'll do them at $270 a roll. That's 7.15 ounces. You'll actually be below spot at $37.76. I've got 100 rolls. That's it. When they're gone, they gone. 800-951-0592. Remember, you're at the casino. You're up money. Grab some of the chips. Hand them to your wife. Put them in your pocket. Probably better off putting them in your pocket. Yeah, chips to your wife. Who knows? She'll probably go and gamble it away. Put it in your pocket.
How much are those again?
$275, 10 or more, $270 on the quarters, and the $10 Liberty, $17.50, $17.40, 10 or more, 20 or more, $17.35. Back. Boy, gold's almost getting ready to go positive again. Silver's is positive. Kevin Warsh. Hey, guys. This is what they want. We want much lower rates, and we want to blow up the balance sheet. What does that mean? That's great. Listen, I actually think it's wonderful. They are telling you what they're going to do. And yet, you sit idly by. It's crazy. It's crazy. I can't believe I'm going to say it. I think we're going to see $50 silver like soon. U.S. rolls of quarters. We got 74 rolls left, just like that. I mean, they won't last. 1 through 9, $275. If you buy 10 rolls or more, it's actually below spot. Below spot. At $270 a roll. Well, so what? Hey, I only can afford 2 or 3 rolls. Still, you're buying it like it's a $5 roll difference between above and below spot. I mean, that's how close to spot we are. And these $10 liberties, this is like giving away gold. 1 through 9 at $17.50, 10 or more at $17.40, 20 or more at $17.35. And then, guys, I got to tell you, the crypto stuff just keeps passing. You know, they voted some stuff, and then they passed it. Genius Act, all this other stuff. Digital is coming. I think we've got a winner in the crypto space with KXXT. We had a big meeting yesterday, and you know what? We didn't get nearly accomplish what I wanted to. We're going to. I guess it was a good first meeting. All I'm going to say is, yes, if you tell a few friends, you can do really well. But you don't have to. That's the thing. This is a unique opportunity. We're buying a part of the mine itself. Other companies could do, like, you could be part of a Bitcoin pool or an Ethereum pool, like all kinds of different pools, right? Where you essentially pay for mining equipment. And then if you get lucky, you get a little piece. If you don't get lucky, you don't get anything. With KXXT, whether you buy 1 seat for $995 or the maximum 9 seats. Remember, with 9 seats, you get 2 seats for free. Each seat is $995. And you get coins every single day, period. End of discussion. Now, with 1 seat, you don't get that many. More seats, the more coins you get. If you decide that this is a good idea, and everybody that's been in, listen, not one person has called up and said, Joe, I don't like this. Can I get my money back? Anybody that doesn't like KXXT that has gotten in, if you want your money back, call me. I'll do it. It's easy. Bring your coin to me. Bring your wallet, your cold storage wallet coin. We'll give you your money back. Guess how many people are going to call? None. You know, yesterday, what was it? Earlier, was it? Yeah, it was this week because Steve was here. I had a guy that signed up the very first week I talked about it. He had major back surgery. And he was incapacitated. Missed everything. Showed up here on Tuesday. Had no idea how to get on his dashboard. Had no idea how to scan his coins. And guess what he found out? Well, he was recovering from back surgery. He had already made his money back. That's how this thing goes. Worst case scenario, they say 200 days. You know what it averages right now? Less than 90. Less than 90 days if you do nothing. You'll have your initial investment back. Guys, this is a unique crypto. They call this the Bitcoin do-over. This is really a grassroots thing. We don't want big banks. We don't want Elon Musk or Did you see what was it? Blackstone or BlackRock? BlackRock owns more Bitcoin than anybody. Duh! Oh, wow, shocker! That's not how this rolls. We are going to add 1,000 miners in a single week this week. We're killing things right now. Killing them. The more miners we have, The bigger the mine gets, the more equipment we buy, the bigger it gets. It's the only crypto mined only in the United States. And in the case of Texas, it's only mined in Texas. We're going to have I thought we were going to have we're going to have 35 mega mines spread out across Texas. We are going to have 10,000 plus mini mines. Yeah. By the way, they're saying by the end of next year, no more being a miner. You just got to be like Bitcoin and buy the coin, right? You know, you won't be able to get into the mine anymore.
There's no hash left to buy. There's no weekly bonuses, and no more hash to jump in and create coins, Joe, right?
800-951-0592. Wow, you know what? I forgot all about, we got this tariff deadline in 2 weeks. Gold and silver are not on it. Well, I mean, they're on it. That's the thing. Holy smokes, I forgot all about it. We may have $50 silver by the 1st of August. Maybe more. Gold, I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. Take advantage today. These are dirt cheap prices. Kevin Warsh just laid out exactly what the Trump administration wants. They're going to blow up the Fed's balance sheet, and they're going to cut rates big. Gold and silver are going to, they've already been off to the races, but now I think the power part of that kicks off. $10 liberties, 1 through 9, $17.50, 10 or more, $17.40, 20 or more, $17.35. Rolls of silver quarters until we're out, and we're going to be out. We're not going to make it through the end of the day. So get in here. $275, 10 or more, $270. At 10 or more, you are below spot. Yeah, like 25 cents below spot. At 800-951-0592. And while you're at it, get some seats on the rocket ship that's Texit. Telling you, this thing breathes upon itself. Those of you that came to the meeting, dude, we filled every seat. There was no more room. We are now getting to the point that I just tell you, probably I would say August. I don't know, what are we going to do? 10,000 miners? September, 20,000 miners? This is where we're getting to the point where, hey, now we're adding 1,000 miners a week. Well, guess what? In about a month, all of a sudden it's going to be, well, now we're adding 2,000 miners a week. Now it's 4,000 miners a week. This thing is like wildfire. All over Phoenix. Billboards are popping up everywhere with Texas. I just got word. Colorado, you're next. So get ready. The Texit freight train is coming. Get your seats at the table at 800-951-0592. And remember, all of you that have already signed up, when you sign up, other people, just do it right through us. Through me, through Jason, it doesn't matter. We'll help you do it. It's going to be just that easy. In Phoenix, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going on vacation. Mike Morris is going on vacation. But the next meeting in August, I promise you, we are cracking open these coins, and we are going to sell some Texit together so I can show you that it all works. And, of course, Bobby is telling people, hey, sell some, right? Sell some, right? It's fun. But Jason, yeah, it's fun, but you know what? This is an opportunity. Think about why is Donald Trump, hey, we got to have private equity in your 401ks now. Why? Because you got to take huge risks. They need something to give you mega returns because they know what they're about to do, Jason.
Yeah, things are going to get pretty crazy. It's just going to get worse and worse and get scarier and scarier, Joe, as the next couple of years rolls on by. So gold and silver is your safe space, and then investing in Texas coin can be a wise decision if you're not paying attention. Start paying attention.
Yep.